As most of you know, my favorite character is Spider-Man. I grew up around multiple forms of Spider-Man media, and I was drawn to one version when I was little that I recently revisited, the Spectacular Spider-Man. I had the show on DVD, I had multiple toys, clothes, and I even had a Spectacular Spider-Man themed birthday party. I loved this show. This show is regarded by many as one of the best interpretations of the character, and I recently went back to it after reading The Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1, just to see how it holds up, and I was amazed at how similar it is to the original comics, and was reminded of how spectacular this show and version of the character is. Revisiting this show made one thing very clear. This is the perfect Spider-Man. This show stays very true to the source material. The only difference is that this is an already established Spider-Man, but personally I think this works very well. I don't think you always have to redo the origin for Spider-Man. It's basically common knowledge to anyone that likes superheroes, so I'm glad that they didn't go through that route of telling the origin again. Most of the episodes follow the structure of almost every issue in the Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus. It's a great story structure, by the way. It opens with Peter and his friends, or him stopping a small crime. There's a sequence with his friends to build the story for the episode or the issue. Then a villain appears and causes trouble. Peter says he has to leave and call for help, but instead he changes into his Spidey suit and he has his first fight with the villain. Now he either loses this fight or the villain escapes. Peter finds his friends afterwards and apologizes for leaving, but his friends are disappointed with him because he basically just left them in the middle of this fight, defenseless and helpless. So after this, Peter thinks of a way to defeat the villain on their next encounter. So he develops a device, a serum, brings them to a convenient location so he can defeat them easier, etc. And the villain is defeated and Peter saves the day. After this, he returns home or to his friends. He tries to sneak past Aunt May to his room, or his friends are mad at him again. And he has the very typical Spider-Man ending where he has to face the consequences of being a hero while trying to live a normal life. He will always have to leave his friends and family to save lives, which then ties back to the iconic quote, "With great power, there must also come great responsibility." He can't always have the perfect life he wants because he has that power and responsibility to use it for good and to help others, but he's always being pulled out of what he wants to do. This show is absolute perfection. It puts Spider-Man in the classic, iconic situations that built the foundation for the character going forward. He goes against a large number of villains to further push his character, including the Green Goblin, the Sinister Six, which consists of Doc Ock, Vulture, Electro, Rhino, Shocker, and Sandman. You have Venom, Tombstone, and many more. All of them are given the time to grow and shine and push Peter to his limit. This show also gives a great adaptation of the symbiote storyline. We get to see Peter acquire the symbiote, he works with Black Cat, and he even fights the Sinister Six while he's asleep, because the symbiote controls his body while he is sleeping, and I thought that is so awesome. You also get the iconic bell tower scene, and that episode in the show will always be one of the greatest pieces of Spider-Man media ever. If anyone's interested in checking it out, it is called Intervention from Season 1. And then you have Josh Keaton, the legendary voice behind the character.
I can sum it up in one glorious, hyphenated word. Spider-Man. I am the spectacular Spider-Man! Only one thing missing. It's my last night before school starts, and I could really use some action.
He will always be the voice I hear in my head when reading the comics, and this will always be a legendary portrayal of the character. He put a ton of passion and heart into the character, and I can't imagine a better voice for the character at that phase in Peter's life. He was absolutely perfect for the role. So for these reasons, this is why the Spectacular Spider-Man is the perfect Spider-Man. Make sure to check out the rest of the videos on my channel. I have many more like this. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment if you like this video, and share it around. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.